It's a Friday, I think it's August the 21st or the 22nd, and I have just left Paihia. Paihia is a really interesting little town. It's got a lot of history, so this is where the Paihia treaty was signed with the Maoris, whenever that was. Also there's Russell just across the bay. You can catch a ferry across and go and see that. That was the New Zealand's first capital. There's lots goes on in Paihia. You can go on ocean cruises, you can do sailing, you can go and see the hole in the rock. I've seen lots of rocks with holes in, I'll be honest with you now. I've been in New Zealand for like 4 months. You can go swim with dolphins, you can kayak, you can cycle around. There's a couple of nice hikes. There's some nice falls, I think they're called the Haruna Falls, or Harunu Falls. So yeah, Paihia is interesting, but what Paihia definitely is, like lots of these towns in Northland, is a summer town. So it was really kind of quiet whilst I've been there. It rained a lot, and I hate to tell you, I haven't done very much because of that. What I did do is I went up to Cape Ranga and 90 Mile Beach yesterday, and that was awesome, like driving for an hour on the beach at 100 k's an hour and getting a little bit lost and doing all of that stuff is amazing. So that's within striking distance. The beginning of 90 Mile Beach is about an hour and a half from Paihia, so you can do that from here. They do day trips also on the buses. You go on the big buses, they have massive trucks, and that looked like a lot of fun, because if there's a bit of sea in the way, it's driving the sea with their trucks. I didn't do that because my car's for sale, so I didn't want to lose it in the sea. Where I stayed at Centabay, which is nice enough, I think. It was quite friendly when I arrived. There's not many people there this time of year because it's like, this is probably winter. Having said that, it's not so awful, although it's rained a lot. There's cool things there. Internet will cost you, I think it was 22 bucks a night for to stay in a dorm, and they offer internet for $5 for a day, which is unlimited and which works kind of sporadically. They've got a nice big clean kitchen, they've got a couple of lounge areas, they put a movie on the TV every night. It's cool. I can imagine it's much nicer in the summer when it's busier, when there's many more people there, but I don't think there were more than maybe 10 people there, and a lot of them seemed to be working, so they were kind of woofers, so it gives you an idea of the scale of the place. That it felt really quite empty, but it was cool. They offer free kayaking, kayaks, free bikes, all these sorts of things, walks and things, which are nice, free love, they say on their sign. And yeah, like I say, it was perfectly nice, really quite cheap. Like, I'm getting quite used to paying $22 a night to stay places, and so yeah, cheap and cheerful and reasonably clean. And I'm imagining much more fun in the summer when there are tens of thousands of people probably descending on Paihia. It's called Bay of Islands. I'm sure it's beautiful. The islands are a little bit away out of Paihia. You can go and see those on cruises and stuff. But it's rained every day. I haven't even taken, I took a couple of pictures last night of the sky, which I might share. But yeah, come to Paihia. Definitely go up and check the Cape. I did 90 Mile Beach. I've got a 4x4, so that worked. Then we went up to Cape Ranga, which is the northerly-most point of New Zealand, and we saw the sunset. Also, it was throwing it down just as we arrived. The other thing you can do up at Tapaki is you can do the enormous sand dunes. You can rent toboggans and sandboards and things for like $10. We didn't have time to do that because of the way the tides were and stuff, and I've decided I don't need to drive for another 3 hours to go and experience going down a sand dune really fast. Although the next time I'm here, I definitely will. So, come to New Zealand, come to Northland, come to Paihia. Say Centabay, not Centabay. Centabay, it's really cool.